People have a strange habit. They look at someone who has passed 60 and they assume that your story is already written. They think your life is a slow chapter, a quiet routine, or a gentle fade into the background. But let me tell you something that will make many people uncomfortable. You are not too old to change your life. In fact, you have never been more ready. For decades, you lived with pressure, expectations, and roles that left very little space for your own dreams. You carried families, responsibilities, work, and the weight of other people's needs. But something happens after 60. The noise becomes clearer. The world gets quieter. And for the first time in your entire life, you can hear your own voice again. Imagine this. You wake up one morning and everything looks the same. The same kitchen, the same coffee, the same sunlight coming through the curtains. But inside you something shifts. You feel a small spark. You feel a whisper that says, "This is not the end for me. I am still here. I am still alive. And I can still change everything if I want to." But then the world steps in. Society has a list of rules that it never talks about openly. Rules like this. Older adults should slow down. Older adults should not start over. Older adults should not try new things. Older adults should stay exactly where they are. These rules were created by people who fear aging, not by people who have lived long enough to understand what freedom truly means. Social psychology has a name for this. It is called age-based expectation. People expect certain behavior from you simply because of the number written on your birthday cake, and they are wrong. Here is the truth. Your brain does not shut down at 60. It does not lose its curiosity. It does not stop learning or dreaming. Neuroscience shows that the human mind is capable of growth and change at any age. New habits, new passions, new beliefs, new paths. Your brain is still adapting. You are still adapting. Think of someone you know who changed everything later in life. A person who started traveling after retirement. A person who went back to school at 70. A person who opened a business at 65. A person who left a life that was draining their spirit and finally chose themselves. These people are not exceptions. They are proof that age is not a barrier. It is a permission slip. Let me tell you a story that might sound familiar. A woman I once spoke with said that when she turned 62, she felt something inside her break open. She looked around at the life she built and realized that most of it was created for other people, not for herself. She was respected, yes. She was loved, yes. But she was not fulfilled. So she made a decision that left her family shocked. She changed her life. She moved. She traveled. She created new routines. She discovered a part of herself she never knew existed. And do you know what she told me? She said, "I am not too old. I was simply too busy taking care of everyone else to remember who I was." And that is the moment I want you to reach right now. A moment of clarity, a moment of truth, a moment where you understand that you are not running out of time. You are running out of patience for a life that does not fit you anymore. Now let me give you the core message of this video. Change does not belong to the young. Change belongs to the willing. And willingness can appear at 16 or at 90. You are not too old to start walking again. You are not too old to learn something new. You are not too old to take a trip. You are not too old to meet new people. You are not too old to leave behind what drains you. And you are absolutely not too old to choose a different life. The only thing you are too old for is pretending that your needs do not matter. So here is your new rule. Do not let anyone decide what the rest of your life should look like. Do not let people shrink your possibilities because they have small imaginations. You have lived long enough to know that peace is priceless, joy is essential, and changing your life is not a luxury. It is a right. Take one small step this week, one action that is for you and only for you. It can be as small as trying something new, walking a different path, starting a new habit, or dreaming a dream you once abandoned. That single step reminds your mind that you are still alive, still capable, and still in control. Remember this, after 60, life does not end. It opens, it becomes quieter, it becomes honest, and in that honesty, you finally see yourself clearly. You are not too old to change your life. You are finally free enough to do it. Now I want to hear from you. What is one change you made or want to make after turning 60? Share your experience in the comments. Someone out there needs to hear your story. And if you want more videos about living freely and without guilt after 60, subscribe and stay with us.